through something. So I'm just going to tell you a few jokes, a few stories. First one that I think that was this farmer's out there in his garden, just kind of weeds and fooling around and stuff. And this big old black SUV pulls up, and this big old dude gets out of there, boy, and he's all dressed in black, and he comes flying over there, and he looks at that farmer and says, "Boy, you see this badge? I'm with the DEA, and this badge tells me I can go anywhere I want." And the farmer says, "Well, yes, okay, sir, that's fine, great, I'm wonderful. But if I was you, I wouldn't go in that pasture over there." And a DEA agent looks over and says, "What? I'll just go anywhere I please. That's the first place I'm going, is that pasture over there." Well, he runs over there, and he hops that fence, and he gets out in the middle of his field. Well, it's this gigantic, really angry bull with these huge, pointy horns, and he's about 100 yards into the pasture when the bull sees him. And he scratches boy, and he puts his head down, and he starts running after him. He starts tearing after him. And the guy, the agent turns around screaming like a little girl, goes running. "Oh my God! Oh my God!" And he asks the farmer, Hey, what do I do? What do I do?" And the farmer says, "Well, I don't know, you might try showing him that badge." Yeah, thank you. That's fine, that's fine. I always thought that was funny myself. The second one is the guy, he runs a duck, at a carnival, and like the prize, he throws the three softballs and knocks down the milk bottles, and it's a miracle, but he wins the duck, and he always wanted one. So he's like, "Great, this is terrific," and he's going home. Well, there's a walk-in theater, and there's a movie that he really wanted to see, but it's the last night and the last showing. So he's got to say, so he goes over there, and he's got this duck under his arm, he's like, "One, please." And the lady's, "You can't bring that thing in here." And he tries to talk her into it. She says, "No, we don't allow that kind of stuff. No, you can't." So he turns around, when he gets to the corner, he walks around into an alley, and he takes this duck, and he zips his pants down, and he puts that duck in his thing, and he goes over there, and he zips his pants back, and all that. He goes over there, "One, please," and she's, "All right," and she sells him a ticket. He goes in, he sits down, and as they're waiting for the movie to start, the thing starts kind of jiggling. How ducks, they get, So he's like, "Oh crap." So he zips his zipper down, and the little duck, his little duck's head pops out, and he's looking around, And well, then it settles the duck down, so he's starting to kind of enjoy the movie, Well, a minute later, this couple sitting next to him, the woman, she hey, like that, and the guy says, What do you want?" "The guy next to me, he's exposing himself." And, the husband says, "Well, just ignore him." She said, "I can't. It's eating my popcorn." Okay, thanks. That's terrific. Yeah, okay. All right. This next one is kind of, I think it's funny. I hope you do. This two guys, just kind of walking through the woods one day. They're hiking, and they're kind of looking around. It's all nature and everything. It's really great. And just as they see this gigantic grizzly bear, the thing sees them, and it starts running right towards them, And he's like, "Oh my God, what are we going to do?" And he looks at his buddy. His buddy's sitting on a rock, taking his hiking boots off and putting his running shoes on. And the guy looks at him and says, What are you, idiot? You think you can outrun a bear?" And I said, "Well, hey man, the way I see it, all I got to do is outrun you." Okay. This is another duck joke. I think there's just something about a duck that's just funny. And this is one. So, anyway, this guy, you know, he's an avid hunter. He's out one weekend, you know, and he's out in the swamp, you know, and it's cold, and God, he's all soaking wet, and a duck flies over. It's the only one he's seen all morning. And oh man, yeah, you know, so he bam, and he shoots that duck, and sure enough, it hits it. It goes, you know, well, he follows it, you know, and when he does, it lands in this yard, you know, over on the other side of a fence. It lands in the yard. So he's, oh, great. So he runs over there, you know, and he hops the fence, and he goes over there, and he's picking up the duck, and this big old gigantic redneck comes out. Boy, this guy's monstrous. And he says, what are you doing? And the guy, you know, says, sir, I'm just getting my duck. So, fell in my yard, it's my duck. And, no, I just shot this, and it fell, but no, it's mine. Nuh-uh. Well, they argue for 4 or 5 minutes, going back and forth, you know. And, well, you know, he said, well, no, it's mine. And finally, this big old redneck says, we're just going to settle this country style. We're going to have to settle it, you know. And he said, well, what's that? He said, well, what we're going to do is we're going to take turns kicking each other in the balls, and the one who gives up loses the duck. You know, the winners, you know, the one who can take the most punishment wins. So, well, otherwise you ain't getting that duck. All right, so he agrees to it, and the big old redneck says, all right, I'll go first. So he just, man, he, you know, right over there, you know, and the guy's standing there, like, kind of, you know, this redneck, boy, I mean, he winds up, and he, wham, you know, he gives that guy, oh, right in the, you know, right in the crotch. And the guy just like, oh, whoa, immediately throws up. He's laying there, he's bent over double, and he's crying and moaning and screaming, oh my God. Well, this guy, you know, I don't know if any of you guys ever been kicked in the balls, but it really does hurt, more than you'd believe. So he says, you know, oh, okay, all right, woo, okay, all right, you son of a bitch. Now it's my turn. And this big old redneck says, well, you can have the duck. Oh, which, by the way, if your wife's in the room, you might want to tell her to go get you some popcorn. Anyway, women say, that the most painful thing there is giving birth to a child. Well, it isn't. There's something more painful, and I can prove it. And, you know, this is it. And, you know, okay, well, what's more painful than giving birth? Well, getting kicked in the balls is more painful. You say, oh, no. So, well, let me prove it to you. Most women, after they have a baby, and everything's good, and about 2 years later, I want to have another baby. I think it'd be so nice. It would just be wonderful, But any guy that's ever been kicked in the balls, even 2 years or 20 years later, he never says, it'd be so nice to get kicked in the balls again. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Okay. The next one is this. This guy, he's Polish, And it's nothing wrong with being Polish. He's very proud of it. But every time somebody, oh, you're Polish, huh? Let me tell you about this. Let me tell you this Polak joke I heard, And he really gets sick of it. It's kind of disgusting, and he just got tired of it. He said, you know what? I know it. Hey, from now on, I'm going to be Italian, and my name's going to be Tony, So he walks into, one day, he walks into a store, he walks up the counter, hey, my name is Tony, I want some scungili and some rigatoni and some, some calamari. And the guy behind the counter says, you're a Polak, aren't you? How did you know? He said, buddy, this is a hardware store.